Welcome everybody to Elliot's Emporium. All right, this is the part where I talk about having gone to Value Village. So Value Village offers up a lot of stuff that's actually relatively inexpensive. It's a great way to build up your inventory quickly, but you kind of got to know what you're looking for. So I can talk a little bit about what Value Village does well, but also doesn't do well. For you, I guess on the East Coast, it's kind of known as Savers, even though we have Value Village here on the East Coast too. So a good one to look for. Printer cartridges, okay? So this is one of the big ones, right? This tends to be one used at a business. A lot of times people are looking for them. Looks like this one sells fairly commonly for about 20 bucks. I got this one for about $5. So I'll make a little bit of a profit. But you know, every last little dollar counts, right? That's what a lot of this is about. It's not just about selling big ticket items, it's also about kind of selling a bunch of like small stuff and kind of racking up that money. Value Village, the good thing is they got big stores. It's not that well organized, and a lot of times the workers there don't always know what exactly it is they're looking at. Downside is they do have a chart. This is according to their employees. They do have a chart that they have to price stuff on. So even items that should probably be not that much, if they identify it as being something else, they will mark it at that price, meaning that sometimes you'll find something kind of ridiculous, you know, going for like 60 bucks. It's just basically them just going, hey, I don't know what this is, I'm just slapping a sticker on it and hopefully it'll sell. We totally get it. Problem is, of course, that makes certain things very expensive to buy, even if it sells regularly and there's a high return of investment on it. So unfortunately that's the case. The other one too is like what I do is I walk through the store. I have a little path that I walk every single time. I check their home goods, I check their pots and pans, I check Starbucks mugs. That's another good one. Starbucks mugs, it's kind of crazy. I don't know who's buying these, but you will find ones that are worth a ton of money sometimes. I sold one recently that was like a limited edition Christmas one, had like sparkles in it. I mean, it sold for 40 bucks. I got it for $5. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know who's buying these things. So, the other thing too, electronics, they tend to post pretty good electronics. Also, they tend to post televisions. That's one that I try to sell locally, just because I don't want to go shipping. I don't want to pay for shipping for televisions because they're just not, it's not really worth it. But sometimes, you know, you can find like a big screen, you know, like a 50, 60 inch one, bring it home, you know, you'll buy it for like 20 bucks and you can flip it for like 100 or so or more. Because people are always looking for TVs and they don't want to spend, you know, they don't want to buy a new one. But the downside is they don't check the electronics, meaning then that you may run across stuff that looks good, like a TV, a radio head for a TV, or sorry, not for a TV, for a car, that's not tested. And there is no way to test it sometimes, you know, because it requires a special plug. All of a sudden, you know, you bring it home, you just spent 20, 40, 50 bucks on something, it doesn't work. Hopefully you can return it. And if you already sold it and they find out that it's broken, I mean, be prepared to, you know, refund their money. The other thing too is they do have a showcase. The showcase, it can be really hit or miss. Sometimes they may have items in there that are worth some money. Definitely check out their musical instruments. It's definitely funny. I found it's a electric, it was like an electric trumpet or something like that, or an electric, yeah, it was like an electric trumpet. Anyway, apparently it's a really rare item from the 80s, worth a bunch of money. I had no idea what I was looking at. I couldn't even initially find anything about it, but I wound up buying it just because it was actually inexpensive. It was like $20. And somebody in Australia bought it. So pretty nuts, you know, but you can definitely find stuff out there that's worth a bunch of money. So that's the thing. Oh yeah, also if you get the chance, sign up for their membership thing. For every amount of like over $100, you get a 20% coupon. I wind up spending quite a bit of money here. That 20%, especially if I do like a huge sale, you know, if I wind up buying like a bunch of stuff, then that 20% definitely can make the difference between me wanting to buy it, between me not wanting to buy it. And also the senior. So if you have like your mom, your dad who's over the age of 60, take them along. have them buy it and take that senior discount. I mean, shoot, they don't care. That's the long and short of it. They don't care. So I would highly recommend doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, so Value Village, that's where I source a lot of my things. If it isn't summer or if it's the winter time, I wind up sourcing there a lot. Definitely a good place to go to find things that are worth money and you can resell. All right, talk to you later. Bye.